Hello. Hi, everybody. Very nice to see everybody. Yeah. Hi. Yeah, okay. Let's start. I will tune into the energies. I have a couple of minutes already before we started, and yeah, they're super strong today. Also very interesting information that's coming in. So it is information, but it's also like the energies are supporting our system so much right now. Basically how I see this is what the energies are doing is they're centering us, they're balancing the system. Like, okay, how do I explain this in the best possible way? There is so much going on, like on Earth, there's just a lot happening. There are a lot of energies around, and in general, there's energetically also a lot going on right now. So it seems to be a very energetically an interesting time, let's say it like that. I just see this happening right now. And the energies that are present, they help us basically to be untouched by what's going on in the outside. So they are really centering us, they are strengthening our being, they are helping us to withdraw from the outside and just look within and focus on ourselves and on our life experience. And that's very important because otherwise it's possible that, our energy gets scattered because we just look everywhere. We connect to different other energies that are present and that are maybe not so pleasant. Um, and so it's very handy and very amazing that these energies are here and are helping exactly with that. And also at the same time, there's a storm outside. So, when there's this storm and the trees are bending and the bushes and all the plants and everything is bending in the wind, but then there are also rocks, right? And they're not moving. They're just there. It doesn't really matter what's happening. And this is what I see, what the energies are supporting us right now. It's really like to hold us in this space that we're just absolutely untouched. Because it helps us to regain more strength to become more of who we are. Because when we are influenced by outside energies, we lose the focus, we give our own energy away, we don't focus on our own system, on what's possible, what's there. So we're distracted. And these energies just help us to stay um, within ourselves, keep the focus there where it's important, where we need the energy versus the energy just moves everywhere, really. So that's the energy quality that's present. And these energies are already working on our system. So it's happening right now. You can tune into it. Maybe you already feel it very strongly. And then it's very important to be conscious about how we use our focus, where we put our attention, what energies we're connecting to. I said this before, but it's very important because everything in this reality and also other realities, but in this reality, has a vibration, and when we connect to certain information, people, beings, situations, and so forth, we also tap into that vibration and then we can experience it. And if we're not aware enough that this is not our own energy, but we just tapped into some like another energy, then we'll mistake this energy for ourselves. And then we identify with it, and that's then the problem. And so it's important to understand we have this focus, we can use it. We focus on, I always say, focus on what you prefer, what's good for you, what you enjoy, what lifts your energy, what raises your vibration. Use the focus for that, because we only have a certain amount. Otherwise, it's wasted, and also can go down the other side, connecting to low vibration energies. And then you experience these energies as well, like they are there. It's just a reminder again, but it comes up over and over again. It seems to be very, very important. Yeah, and what I'm also getting is focusing on the peace within. So the peace, the silence, the clarity, the stillness, it's always there. And focusing on that. So this is also part of our system, like also the emotions, the thoughts, other energies that are playing out. But this part is also there. And when we focus on it more and more, and we can just find it in our everyday life experience as well, so not just in meditation, we connect over and over again, and then it becomes very easily to connect, and then eventually, just this is the main experience. It just stays there. So it's one thing to meditate and, move into that space. So that's amazing. But then we can also do this in our everyday life experience, like as a practice. When we don't see it, when we feel like it's lost, it's always there, we can just reconnect. And then I also get our focus is very strong, like we can do a lot with it. So when we focus on something that we want, what we're working towards, awakening, for example, realizing the true nature, becoming more open, more expanded, healing the system, whatever it is. So if we use the focus, it contains so much energy, if we can really use it in the best possible way, that things can happen really fast. Openings can happen really fast. Also, things in this 3D reality can manifest really fast. And also when we use our focus, it's, let's say, not that it's not possible, but then it's less possible that our energy gets scattered. So energy just moves everywhere. We feel overwhelmed, and there's too much, and, overwhelmed of the whole system. Yeah, and the energy that's present, it's exactly working on that right now. So that's very convenient, supporting us to have this focus, also being centered and not being untouched by, let's say, other energies that are also there, that are not of our highest truth and not of use. Yeah, beautiful. It's flowing in already. Very amazing. So that was the information. Yeah, so I have a few little things I have to share today as well. So first, there is the time change in Europe this weekend. So we go back to the normal time difference between Europe and US from this weekend on. And like I said before, we're going to move the Zoom meditation to 1 hour earlier. So from not 9 o'clock, up until now it was always 9 o'clock, and from now we do it at 8 o'clock. Yeah, I'm going to send out the information also. You find it also on the Telegram group and on my website, so just that you come at the right time, but basically just 1 hour earlier. My handwriting is not very nice. I can't even read this. Mhm. Oh yeah. This is because, we hardly, or I hardly ever handwrite. I always use the laptop. And so my handwriting is very hard to read. Um, so from now on, I'm gonna upload the whole Zoom recording on the YouTube. So the talk, also this sharing here right now, then the meditation and also the Q&A. And because, first of all, not everybody can join us live. And also it's nice to listen back because um, I recorded the retreat in Dublin and it was just really good. Like people shared, it was good to just be able to listen back. And yeah, I think it's just, yeah, helping. And so this is what we're gonna do from now on. Just for this session, I'm gonna upload the whole one so that, yeah, more people can benefit. Yeah, and then also because this is a practical thing, but like from EM Healing, I send out a newsletter probably twice a month, and from Next Elevations weekly with reminders, with new podcasts, for example, new videos, also new enhancers that have been published. For example, there is the Detox Enhancer now new. Also, there's another podcast, the Paradigm Experience, that was really good. Yeah, so just to stay updated, know that there are newsletters being sent and maybe it lands in your spam folder. So, if you're interested, you can also look into the spam and then move it into your normal folder so that you, yeah, that you know. Yeah, and then we have a few more minutes. I thought I'm also going to share a little bit about the Dublin retreat. So we had a very amazing retreat. So many people joined online as well. So thank you so much. Yeah, the energy was very strong. We had great sessions. So we did like group sessions, where like guided meditations like here or healing sessions. Then also I give personal darshan to everybody. And this is always very nice because, yeah, a lot of people have releasings, energies are leaving the system. So there's sometimes crying happening or out of joy, sometimes out of sadness, different emotions. So just releasings are happening. We always do this with music. Then also there, I did karma clearing in person, so on the event as well. So similar as to the small group sessions, and system upgrades, individual ones as well. And yeah, so people, the system got really filled up with beautiful energies, also opened up, expanded. We cleared quite a bit and activated different areas of the system. So yeah, it was a very successful retreat. And yeah, it was very amazing to be in Dublin also because the country, Ireland, has a very beautiful energy as well. So this was part of the retreat then as well. And yeah, so it was just very amazing to have you all there. And I'm also looking forward because the Austria retreat is going to be in September, and I will put it on my website soon for booking as well. So yeah, we continue with the great work. Yeah. Okay. And also after every retreat, my system is also opening up and expanding even more, and I can even bring more energies in. So yeah. Okay, great. Then let's start with the meditation and let's see what has, yeah, changed. Maybe nothing, maybe a lot. We'll see. Mm. And afterwards we can chat a little bit. Okay. So we go for 15 minutes. All right. And for people who have never been here before, so that you know what to expect, we do a guided meditation. About half is guided, half is silent sitting. Energies are coming in. And what you can do is just sit back, relax, meditate along, close your eyes, You don't need to do anything else. Just be very open and allow the energies to come in and work on your system. That's all you need to do. Okay, let's start and enjoy. Start with opening up the energy field. Bring in light. Then I expand the energy field. Expanding the energy field helps to hold more light in the system, but also more awareness comes with that as well. I'm expanding. And the energy field can always be more expanded. It's a never-ending process. We can always carry more light. Light is higher information, and this information is transforming our system and also the life experience. Then I fill up the expanded space with light. Then I clear surface energies. Surface energies are all sorts of energies that are floating around the top of your system, emotions and other energies that are, playing out. So I clear those. Because behind these energies, I will see them as part of the human level, is the true nature shining forward. The quality of it is the silence, the stillness, the clarity, the peace. And that's always there. It's always available. And if we don't experience it, it just means there are surface energies in the forefront. Then I also clear energies out of the mind, thoughts. Often the mind comments everything, what you're experiencing in meditation, so everything I say, just commentary. And we don't need this, right? We can just sit here, sense into what's happening. The mind can never figure out what we do here, what the energies are doing, what this work is about. And if the mind doesn't know, it has a kind of an understanding, but really it doesn't know. But the system understands. It's a different level. And we can also understand by feeling, by sensing. And the system is beautifully opening up and expanding. There is so much light present. Bright, bright, beautiful light. Yeah, this light is filling up the body, the energy body, and the area around us. I can see how it is reorganizing our system, making it stronger, more receptive, more balanced. So there's a way how our systems operated, and there is a way how our systems are going to operate. And there is a transformational process in between. These energies are just helping us with this process. So the systems, they're just going to change over time, become higher vibrational, lighter, to work in a more optimum way. They're more truth-oriented, not survival-oriented. And this is what this very bright light is helping with. With the system change. And it's very intense. Maybe you can feel it in every cell of the body. It's targeting every cell of the body. This is where the information is being changed on a cellular level. And I open up the energy field more. We need more light. Pull the light into deeper layers. But this energy has a strong focus, for example, like this focus on every cell of the body. Very fascinating. There's this vibration. Maybe you even feel it to be very blissful. And what you can do is just relax. Relax even more. Relaxation always helps. When there's tension in the system, let's say it's a little bit harder for the energies to work when there's more relaxation and openness. Then it's easier. Yeah, it's about becoming light. And I see when this light in the system is in focus, so become more light. What is it doing to our life experience? I already see the outcome. It's like the energy is more, gets withdrawn from life experience, even though it's there. You of course have a life experience and you can see everything and sense everything is there. But the body can, it has its normal functions, the five senses. But the experience kind of withdraws from the outside and moves more inwardly. Also, the realization that this is how it is. Because depending on where you're at on the journey, but for most people on this planet, it's really life is happening on the outside. There's this solid body and life is happening on the outside. This is their main experience. But the more open, expanded we get and the more light we become, the more these changes, the experience is happening on the inside, and we also see this as such. And that also means that energy gets withdrawn from the outside. And so the outside experience, let's say it's less intense. We see it as less important. So it means we have a lot of energy available again inside. There's then more clarity, more access to intuition, to our personal highest truth. So it's really fascinating. If you try to sense something on the outside, it's really like the energy pulls your energy back inwards. You want to move outside, but it's not possible. You pull back. And this creates a major shift in experience and also in understanding of who we are and also what this world is, what we're experiencing. Also, the energy is working on different chakras, third eye chakra, throat chakra, heart chakra, opening up the upper chakras more. Also, when the energy is being pulled back into the system, so not scattered on the outside, what comes with that is also the realization that there's actually not so much to do in this life. So when the energy is scattered, we think we have to move here and there and do this and that. It just takes us away from what's really important. But then when the energy is focused within, we get a whole different understanding of what's important for us as individual. And a lot just falls away. So there is really not much to do. And things are just happening. Life is just unfolding and we follow it. Maybe you experience how the energies are intensifying because your system is in this allowing mode. It allows life to just move through our system, which it does all the time, but now the system says absolutely yes to that. It's open. Then it's a massive increase of the energies. And then, of course, when the system gets focused and more quiet, the true nature shines forward more and more. So we are already adapting. The system is already adapting to the true nature. And you can feel this massive expansion now. And we tap into that more, connecting to just another aspect of ourselves, the true nature. Even though the energies are strong, there's a lot of bliss, a lot of vibration. But the true nature quality, the stillness, this pure existence, is also here. The energies are just getting stronger and stronger. Let's sit with this for the next 25 minutes in silence. Yeah, just allow the energies to work and enjoy. Okay, we are finished. Yeah, amazing energies. Thank you so much for joining. That was very strong. And as you know, the energies, they will continue working for a while. Yeah. So if you have any questions or if you want to share anything, you can unmute yourself now. Yeah, that works.
May I ask a question?
Yes. Hello.
Hi. Hello. Yeah, so I just a personal experience after the retreat and even now. So after it was very powerful, the retreat I found, but also I felt a lot of Kundalini kind of going up my spine, shaking and all. But I felt like it got stuck in my head and I had headache for the whole day after and a lot of pressure. And even now the pressure is so strong and little pain. And I know it's the energy, but what does it mean or how to work with that?
Yeah, do you feel more it's the Kundalini, so it's the energy rising and then pushing up, or is it the energy coming in?
Well, at the retreat, after the day after, I think it was the Kundalini that got stuck in my head
Mm-hmm.
because I probably have, yeah. Anyway, I leave it at this. They're probably, yeah, if you think a lot and that can maybe cause it. But today it was more pressure from above.
Mm.
So, but inside my head and a lot of pressure in different parts.
Yeah,
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, okay. I mean, so it doesn't really matter of which ways the energies are coming. They
yeah,
hit on blockages basically, or on the system is a bit more, let's say, closed down in this area yet. So there are still a little bit more blockages, and this is why the energies are working there, and this can even feel painful. And this is very
yeah,
normal. Yeah, this is
yeah,
very normal. So don't worry about it. It's just there. I mean, you can support this by visualizing opening up the head area, visualize it, allow the energies to flow through. But eventually, um, when the pathway is more open, the energies they just flow. And this probably takes, I mean, I can't predict how long it takes, but usually it's just the experience for a few times and then it's
okay.
open and then it's a free flow. So
Yeah.
yeah.
I also what I felt after the retreat, which was really a thank you, first of all. I after the retreat, what I felt was actually really interesting because I felt like it's trying to raise my vibration, but there's something not ready yet. So I felt, I guess it's probably my ego or my identity. So it was, yeah, a conflict in a way.
Yeah, it can happen, but it's great that you experience this. I mean, the retreat, there is just so much happening, so much light, so much energy, and the system is, being changed as well. Like it's a really like
Mhm.
a whole, let's say, upgrade. But then the human and the system needs to follow that, right? And this is why it
Yes.
takes quite some time to integrate. So you'll see this takes weeks and even months. Um, until this integrates what actually happened on this one retreat, because there's just so much um, light and yeah,
Yeah,
so much transformational work happening. So yeah, I
yeah,
mean, I love that you joined online. Thank you very much, and also that you experienced this. And yes, there can be different things. It can be like you said, it can be the ego. It can be just like a little fear resistance in the system. It doesn't really matter where it's from, but this is usually just what it is.
yeah,
And then also the system needs to follow what's being
yeah.
offered. And this is basically a lifelong process anyways, so
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah. It's quite beautiful to see the contrast of the energy that wants to rise and then the human that fights against it. It's so contradictory, the two energy, it's so different.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because the
thank
human
you.
is limited, it knows the limitations and it really likes it, it's also habitual. And then there's this
Mm,
massive expansion, the total opposite, the emptiness, the silence,
yeah,
also the light. versus to the content, the movement. So it's very normal. But you'll see, over time, this gets easier, and you won't notice this anymore that strong, and eventually it goes away. So it's always like that. We see certain things and then we dissolve again, and yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah, great. Thank you so much for sharing. Yeah, thank you.
Hi, Eva. This is Dagmar.
Hi, Dagmar.
Hello. Good to see you.
Nice to see you.
So I actually did email you, but since I have you right now in front of me, I just asked the question. I did sign up for your karma clearing enhancer, and that was very powerful. And there was a couple of things that I observed in myself, some patterns that I thought that's deeper than just me. It felt ancestral, and it has gone. I mean, it had to do with addiction issues and how it came out. It feels like it's cleared. From day one on, boom, was gone. Which is like, wow. Anyway,
Amazing.
I love you just to say that too. Thank you. But now, how long should I continue being on this enhancer, karma clearing enhancer?
Yeah, so I got your
Yeah.
email. I just didn't have the time to reply yet, but
Okay.
yeah, now we can talk anyways. And then right away when I saw your email, so for the specific patterns you were talking about, leave it on for another month. Just just for another month.
Okay.
Because yes, the main stuff is cleared, but there are still let's just see little energies that need to play out, and they need to move through. So I would definitely recommend for this specific theme. And in general, with the karma clearing enhancer, when you feel, okay, there is less clearing happening, so there's always less and less, and there's like hardly anything, or you hardly noticeable, then it's like for this major how do you say this major amount of karma, like this big not mountain, what's the word in English even, like how do you say this, like for just this the big amount that this can move away, and then a lot of the clearing happens by itself anyways, but the enhancer is for to really help with this big amount. And when you feel like this, it has moved through this big amount, then you will see there's less surfacing, and then you can either stay on, but then it's not so necessary anymore.
Yeah, that's kind of what it feels like. But I knew I need another month, so
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
moved.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
Thank you.
I'm happy. Honestly, I'm happy for you that this stuff shifted, and yeah.
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 Excellent.
Great.
Thank you so much.
Perfect. Thanks, Dagmar. Hi, Eric.
Hello. Yeah, thank you for the healing. I'm also on this karma clearing thing, and also next elevations. And what I noticed recently is so maybe it's related to the clearing, I don't know. Like I can't tolerate the same foods anymore, and my stomach has gotten very vegetarian and whole food or something. So I can't, I don't know. But in this, there's also been some, I don't know, stress, feeling of stress. Um, is that normal?
I mean, in general, with this transformational work, it can absolutely happen that the diet changes, or I mean, it can be for a certain amount of time, because of, let's say, detoxing or something, or for good. Yeah, absolutely. I've heard this before many times. A lot of people usually start withdrawing from alcohol, fast food, sugar, coffee, meat, but like fully or partially, absolutely. So I've heard this many times before. So just go with it, if you feel better, when you eat, let's say, healthier, it is then healthier, whole foods, then yeah, absolutely do that. And the stress, I mean, in general, when there's a lot happening in the system, a lot of energies, definitely stress can, just the nervous system is just a little overwhelmed. It's possible. Is it that kind of stress, or what kind of stress are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't know. I had an argument in my family of origin, and I kind of cut contact with someone, and that I think could trigger the stress, but then I also feel like it's related to maybe the evolution or something. So I got that I can't eat meat, I can't seem to have energy drinks or coffee, or I can't even vegetarian food, like greasy food. I mean I don't know, because I used to love all of that, you know.
Yeah.
So now the grocery shopping got really hard really fast. So I'm just thinking, I'm like, fruit. Okay, what is a fruit? I have to try this fruit thing. But I guess I'm learning and adapting. So
Yeah. Exploring new areas, it sounds like. Yeah, very interesting. Yeah, just go with the flow and see where it takes you. And stress, that we experience stress, I guess it can be very normal, can have various different reasons. Also from this argument, if you want to, you can also reflect on what this argument is bringing up within you, and then observing this, and this needs healing and clearing, right? So usually something gets triggered as well, and it's always a possibility to look at these things and then heal and clear them, so that they are gone for good, and the next time you're in this argument, these things wouldn't come up anymore. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
I made some big changes recently. I
Mhm.
quit my job, and I decided I'm gonna be free for the summer. And I cut out a family member. I cut contact. So it's a lot at once, but I feel like I'm handling it pretty well. So,
Yeah,
but uh,
good.
um,
Like I said, go with the flow, go what feels right, and it doesn't mean that the family member won't come back, again when you're ready. Maybe you just take time for having a good summer, or something new needs to come in. And this is just the unknown, right? So our mind really likes to know what's going to happen in the future. It can never know. And so this is tapping into the unknown and being very comfortable with not knowing what's going to happen. So this is part of this process, because really we can never know. This is also a learning there. Yeah.
mm,
Mm. Yeah, great. Enjoy
I'm
your
feeling
summer.
really good about it. So, oh yeah, bring it on, I guess.
Yeah.
And I tried eating a watermelon for dinner. Weird.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great. Um, Trying new recipes can also be exciting. Yeah. Hi, Lisa.
Hi, Eva. Hi,
Hello.
everyone. Namaste. Um, yeah, sorry, I just had to pop off for a moment, but once again, I went into a coma during that meditation. I don't know. Every time I jump on with you, I go in a coma. But I just want to say how transformative your like these sessions have been. The energies in general have been so supportive. I want to congratulate everyone here who's going through transformation, because Eva, the energies are so supportive that I've quit smoking after 45 years.
Wow.
45 years.
That's
And
amazing.
yeah, that is the ultimate ego death. So that is, I just want to let people know that the energies are so supportive that anything you choose to do, it's going to be lickety split. It's not going to take years, um, because, gosh, if I can do it, I thought I'd smoke forever. It was part of my personality, but it also
Mm.
was, I think lifetimes of smoking. I think it was just still part of this, yeah, DNA or something. but I knew that this year of the fire horse, because I was born in the year of the fire horse 60 years ago, that this is the year for change.
Mhm.
And so thank you so much, because I did start meditation in 2024, like fully committed to meditation daily, and I haven't missed a day. But and then I actually started listening to your meditations, I don't know, maybe about 6 months ago. And they've just accelerated it. Like they've amplified what I was already feeling,
Mhm.
just that confirmation. Like the words coming, the energies coming through was just confirmation for me, and very helpful. So yeah, I feel very like this is a very transformative time. And people, diet, jobs, you name it, quitting smoking, any addictions, any thought patterns, all that stuff. It's just, it's amazing. Wow.
Yeah. Congratulations, honestly, because quitting smoking is a big one. Yeah, especially when you just do it all the time. So yeah, very, very cool. And also it's the habit, it's like you say, it's the personality, but also like there is a lot of energy of lack behind there as well that the smoking fills, right? Or any other addiction. And so this is what these energies are doing. So they remove these energies that there is slowly, but also, I mean, not that slowly, but eventually there is no need for this compensation anymore. You're like, okay, I don't need this anymore. Just falls away. So yeah, very amazing, very amazing.
It was easy. I can't even believe it. And back in an older energy, people would have said, "Oh, did you gain weight? Like, did I start eating?" No,
Mhm.
no. Like it's so different right now. It's not like maybe 5, 10 years ago where someone quit smoking and they go to eat,
Yeah, because they still
right?
compensated just differently. Yeah,
But there's no compensation. There's no need for that because it's
yeah,
just gone from your system
yeah,
completely.
exactly.
So the new energies coming in through the meditations are we're just returning to our true nature basically, and it's beautiful. So now this new way of being, because it was every hour, like yeah, it's different, very different. So I'm a new
So
person. Like
what do you do with all the time and money now, What do you do?
do you know how much cigarettes are here in Toronto? $30 every
Oh,
2 days. I was spending $30 almost every 2 days.
wow. Yeah,
So do you
that's
know how
expensive.
much? So think about that.
Mm-hmm.
This is how much I loved smoking.
Mm-hmm.
And so since COVID, a lot, you just did that, right? I smoked more. So every hour on the hour, I'd go outside. What I miss though is seeing nature, because I did go outside. I looked at the stars at night, at the sunrise in the morning. So I have to get myself outside a little bit just to, yeah, because I miss that. But other than that, yeah, it's amazing. Anyway, I just
Mm.
wanted to share that. So thank you. That's amazing. So
Yeah,
I'm excited to see where we're all going to go.
yeah. Thank you so much for sharing, and you're awesome, honestly, for doing that. Great. Thank you so
Yeah,
much. Yeah,
thank you.
very
Namaste,
cool.
everyone.
Thank you. Yeah, it's always lovely to hear these transformational stories. Yeah. Hi, Ketil.
Eva,
Hello.
great to be with you again and everybody. Such a powerful, broad, beautiful thing that's going on here.
Mm.
I had this little exchange with a person I respect a lot about this deep, deep equality that's in the depth, and that's coming up more and more. You have this transformation of the collective that's ongoing, even if it's a bit turbulent on the surface, the deep thing is coming up more and more. And there's this beautiful total equality down in the deep.
Yeah, it's like within ourselves as well, right? So within there is just a true nature, this perfection, like it is perfection, right? So it's also there, and to fully be that, that's what's not of it has to kind of be transformed. Same on the collective level. I see this exactly in the same way, individual and collective, same process. Yeah.
Yeah. And everybody is so equal. The deeper you get, the equality, but also the diversity is more and more pronounced. Like there's a diversity in the unity, more and more, in my perspective.
Yeah, I mean, interesting from my perspective, for example, everybody's exactly the same, and it really absolutely doesn't matter at all what people are doing, what they're working, how they look, what they prefer, where they live. Like it all doesn't matter at all. There is not even a sense of a difference there. And it's just on the human level that, like society says who's important, who's not, who's successful, who's not, who looks good, who not, and so forth. So it's really just a human stuff. Yeah.
We're going to get into this phase of equality, and the differences on the surface just beautiful, and underneath it's totally equal.
Yeah.
Sure.
We're moving into the right direction. Yeah. Yeah. Great. Thank
Thanks.
you. Thank you. Okay. No more questions. So thank you everybody so much for joining. That was a very amazing, Nahuel, yeah.
Sorry. I get a little question here. So I was with my mom and sister for months, adding them to the healing in Next Elevation. But it was in my account, and my friend felt it when I lowered it to 50%, and she thought, oh my God, I just, I thought I was feeling something here and then it was gone, but you turned it down. So she felt it turning down.
Yeah. Okay, I've never heard this before, actually, that somebody turned down the energy for somebody else. That's a good one, yeah?
So I was thinking maybe if you could add the names, we could see the names of the people, so we know which one is when we add the gift. Or maybe controls for each one. I don't know if that's possible.
Yeah, I have to see if that's a possibility. Yeah, if it's possible, we could do that. It's just, we're bound to this Wix website, and it's not like the most awesome one you can get out there, but it works. But yeah, I don't know if it's possible to add this much information, but yeah, I will just check. I will check, and then I'll let you know.
Yeah. And if we can also add someone without their consent, is that good karma? I don't know.
So the energies are programmed in a way that on the level of the soul can say no, it doesn't want to receive, and then it's just not working.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So I was asking my mom and sister after a month, how do you feel? Did you feel anything out of normal, like any energy? And they were like, no. I mean, they were getting engaged in therapy and all sorts of stuff that was different until now. So I saw some changes, but they're not really like into this kind of work. They don't know much, I guess. But I was thinking, what if I keep them for a year?
Yeah.
Without them knowing.
The thing is, if people are not sensitive to energies and also don't know that they're on, it's very possible that they don't feel it, right? Because they don't put their attention there. So you kind of have to know to put the attention there as well. But the thing is, the energies are working on their system, like on our systems, and it's also raising the vibration, creating changes, opening the system up, and so forth. Life energy flows more. So it's doing the same thing. Yeah, I mean,
And it's
if you can tell them about it and they know about it, you know, maybe it makes a difference for them, maybe not if they're not really interested, but it's the energies are there. So the offering is there. Yeah.
yeah. Okay, that's
Yeah.
great. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, Eva.
Thanks
It was
as well.
amazing.
Thanks for joining on the weekend as well. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. I think that's it for today. Thank you very much, everybody, for joining. That was a very great session. Also, thank you for sharing and yeah, asking the questions. So have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye. Bye.
So